Okay.
Thank y'all for tuning back in to your favorite channel. It's your boy Pelican Bay K9s giving it to you the way I always do, fair and unbiased. Some gonna like it, man. Some ain't. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button before you get up out of here and drop down in the comments like your brothers and sisters always do. Big salute and big shout out to all the dog lovers from one side of the world to the other side, from one side of the country to the other side. I got a great interview for y'all brothers and sisters today. I'm here with my brother Jasper with Jasper Dogs. We're going to talk about a little bit of everything today, man. I hope y'all brothers and sisters enjoy this. I hope y'all had a great day today, a great night, great evening, whichever time you're checking this video out. You know, what's going on, my brother? How you doing today?
I'm all right, man. How you doing, man? Nice to see you.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. You can hear me loud and clear and everything over that side?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I got you good over here. I'm gonna start this thing off, man. I'm gonna send a big salute to all the people with the YouTube channels that's doing the positive things with these dogs, my brother. Now, we're gonna set this thing off to my brothers and sisters that may not know Jasper's dogs or Bullingers, the Bullinger dogs. Can you remember the first time that the first dog you ever had?
Ooh. That I owned. Yeah, I can remember that. Yeah, I remember the first dog.
What kind was it?
My own personal dog. My first dog was a Doberman.
I was gonna ask you about the Dobermans and stuff like that. You was a young cat.
Yep, I was a young boy, man. My grandmother had Doberman, so I remember when I would care for her dogs, and then I remember when I first got my own that I owned that I had to be responsible for myself. That was like the best feeling in the world. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Man, I got a few pictures up here. We're gonna look at and stuff too. If you don't mind, I want to ask you a few things about them.
All righty.
Okay, we're gonna talk about a little bit about the pits, a little bit about the Frenchies, a little bit about the bullies, a little bit about the bullies and stuff. But I want to start off by asking you. Let me see. This picture right here. What that is right? You say that's about 84 right there?
Ooh, wow, that's a throwback. Yeah, that's something around that, right? 80, 84, 85. Yeah, that's on that's in Manhattan, actually, up there by 40 Deuce. And we used to call 42nd Street 40 Deuce back in the days. We went up, they got the big movie theaters. Everybody used to go to the Deuce and go to the movies, and we go up there with our dogs. And they had cameramen outside on 42nd Street. And you used to do the film, the camera come right out, and you got to wave it in the air like this.
Yeah.
The pictures that come out them instant cameras. So that was one of those pictures right there. That's like 84. Yeah. That's an old one there. That dog named Co-Chief that I'm holding. The other one was named Maximus.
You remember the bloods of them? Or
yeah, those are Kobe. Those are Kobe dogs.
Yeah, they look good too. They look
good. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was some Kobe lines.
About 84, 85. I don't remember too much about it, but I can remember one incident from 84, 85. I was 4 years old. I only remember this one incident because I went and told my grandmother it was my birthday, and I was 4 years old that day. And that was around 80. That's the only thing I remember about 84, 85. So you was already bulldogging. You already bulldogging. I was out there playing with G.I. Joes and He-Man action figures and all kind of stuff like that. You had your hands on some good dogs right there.
I was into them. Man. I like what they could do, man. I mean, wow. I mean, there was so much to do with the dogs at that time because you could run wild with your dog. I was wild when I was young, so everywhere I went, man, I had dogs with me. You know what I mean? So people that know me they know what when they see me, they go, "Oh yeah, that's him." But he always got a dog with him. Still to this day, same way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And them jokers, they look nice too, man. He said that's 84. Let me see. I got a little video clip right here, and I'm gonna stop it on the next ones. It should to the next dogs.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't really
Yeah,
see
that's
that one that good. I should have moved that picture up a little bit higher. But
okay.
let me see.
Yeah, yeah, that's one of my Bullinger dogs. That's Miss Saigon. That's Saigon. Yeah, she's real small in that picture. Uh-huh. That's out in the backyard. I'm hitting the heavy bag and she came outside, just running around with me. So I took a picture. My neighbor came and took a picture with me and her. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
How
Oh
about that's
yeah, that's out. That's in California. That's with the guys from Double S Kennel. That's them dudes. They had Rock and Ruby. They had the Rock and Ruby blood.
yeah.
That's Memo, um, Pint. The other guy in the back, that's Pint. And I forgot the brother name in the back. But yeah, that's out in California, man. That's in Compton.
Is
That's
that is that the same dog on the other picture, that white color dog? Or is that a different
no,
one?
no, no. That's a
Okay.
different one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a female. That's a female. She pregnant actually in that picture. But that dude, he was the dude in the front memo. He was from Atomic Dog magazine.
I
You
remember
all
the
know a lot of
Atomic
people
Dog.
might
I remember the
right. So if
Atomic
you
Dog
ever
magazine.
right. So that guy in the front with the double S, that's that Rock and Ruby blood, and that's Memo from the magazine, and that's me
Now
right there holding the pregnant dog.
now now that Atomic Dog magazine was focusing on like the bullies and the it really I didn't really see any well I guess it was focusing on all the bull breed dogs or something, but it seemed like
Hmm.
every time I used to check it out, it was more the bullies and maybe the designer dogs and stuff like that. But I could be
Right.
wrong, I could be wrong.
Nah, you right. That's what it was about. That's what they had. They had like they would do features from different states, like sometimes California, sometimes Texas. Whoever had like the hot dogs, they would go around and interview, do like a layout, do photo shoots. So that magazine was very innovative, and people got to connect and plug in. So it was real. It was good at that time.
They
The
still they,
magazine opened a lot of doors.
they still printing that magazine.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know
I haven't seen it in a
it was
while
a.
now.
I haven't seen it in a while either. I know they had Bully Girl. Bully Girl came out, and they since then it's been like a following of other people that have different magazines since Atomic Dog. But it would be
Okay.
nice to see if they still had it. I'm not sure now. That was a while ago. Yeah,
Let me see.
yeah.
I, I think I got another picture after this one on this particular. Oh yeah, right there.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. That's me
Now,
with a litter of pups right there too. That's in the '80s too.
them pits right there,
Yeah,
right?
them pits, man. Yeah,
Yeah,
them pits. Yeah, yeah. Those is Maximus puppies. That's that Kobe. That's them Kobe line blood right there too. So that's what I ran with a lot was the Kobe. And
yeah,
yeah, I just like what they was able to do, man. I mean, you could run with them all day and night. They could hang out with you. They was intelligent. They wasn't scared of nothing. You know, good sound dogs. Just all
What
around well dogs.
did they have a certain size for them dogs, or were they pretty much any size you find one back in them days? The Kobe
Um,
stuff.
nah, there was you could pretty much find something depending on what you liked. I didn't like the real tiny ones
Yeah,
too much. I like a dog that if I wanted to run up on somebody back then I was wild, so I would run up on somebody, intimidate them. I have like two of them pits with me. They got to be nice size. So something like 45, 50 pounds, I was good with that
yeah,
because they
yeah.
be 45, 50 pounds ripped up. You know what I'm saying? But Maximus was bigger than that. Max, their father, he was about maybe 60. He was close to like 60 pounds, but
Mm,
he looked bigger than that because I just ran him and kept him in good shape. A lot of spring pole, take him to
yeah,
Coney Island. In Brooklyn, we take him out there, let him run in the sand and throw the ball in the water. He'd be out in the water swimming, so he stayed in real good condition. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Got
Yeah.
it.
hmm
Them jokers, they lived till they got old. Them two little jokers there.
Oh man, yeah, man, yeah, yeah. The other one was named Tiger. Named that one Tiger. That one got old. Yeah. And
Yeah,
Coach Chief, he got real old. The one I'm holding right there, he got real.
yeah,
And a younger kid in my area. I remember he had got some pups off of me. He ended up naming one of Coach Chief grandkids Coach Chief. So when I
Mm.
heard about it, I was like, I gotta go see him. Because I was like, nah, let me see that dog, man. He can't be taking that name, man. I gotta go see that dog, man. What you doing? I went back out there to find him, and he lived up to the name. The dog was all right, man. He was
Yeah.
solid. Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir. Now, let me ask you this. When did you get into Frenchies?
Like 2001, like in 2001.
Now,
Yeah.
when you got into Frenchies, was it a different, like, the dogs looked different then compared to what they're looking like now? Or
Um,
are they pretty much about the same?
some lines look the same. Some of them now they look a lot different. But it
Yeah,
also depends on the blood too, because when I got into them, I started learning more about the backgrounds of different Frenchy blood. Like, so, if you get like the Hungarian lines or the Russian or the Germany, or if you get American, you know what I'm saying? Like you had like Stardust, different ones from America. That was a good bloodline, Stardust or whatever. So, but a lot of the American lines, they looked a little bit more Boston Terrier-ish. So I didn't really like them. They had thinner bone. So I didn't really like it. I liked more the European lines. So I kind
Uh,
of stuck with that.
something just came to my head just a second ago. When you said Boston Terrier, is
Hmm.
there? But would you think breeding the Boston Terrier wouldn't they have longer legs or a more athletic looking body, or will it make them shorter and smaller if you take the Boston Terrier and maybe go back with them?
Yeah, well,
Will
they
it,
do that. They call those Frenchtons.
and it make them smaller,
Yeah.
or they make them how they make them when they as
Um,
far as their structure wise?
they make when you do the Frenchton with a Boston Terrier with a Frenchie, they call them Frenchtons. So they
Yeah.
get more athletic. They look more
Okay.
athletic, like yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like those. I do like Frenchtons because they bring more athleticism to the dog aesthetics. They seem to be more healthy than a lot of these Frenchies that's pure Frenchie, So I
Yeah.
like the Bostons. I like the Frenchtons crossed into the Bostons. I do. I like those too.
Yes, sir.
If
Yes,
it's
sir.
done right. It has to be done right though.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you on that.
Yeah.
Now, when you first got into the Frenchies, what was the main colors of the dog? 'Cause I know now there's like a million colors to them, and
Yeah.
they got the hair, we got the hair ones and all kind of stuff. You deal with
Right.
the fur ones.
Uh
What they call them, fluffies.
yeah, the fluffies. Yeah. Well, back when I started dealing with the Frenchies, I'm a brindle man. I love
Yeah,
brindle dogs. I love brindle. It's something about a brindle. They strong, just healthy all around dogs. And the creams, and reds with the red body with the black mask. So those three were like the main type of dogs that I like, right?
yeah,
So I had like Sugar. Um, she was a nice solid Hungarian line brindle female.
mm,
Leica, she was another one. She was from Germany. She was a solid cream dog. She looked white from a distance, but if you get up on her, you can see she was just cream, real light. So those I like those dogs, and to me, they carry the trait of what the breed's supposed to be about.
yeah,
So they got that bulldog look, but still being able to function a little bit, right?
yeah,
As
yeah,
opposed now, I don't knock the colors if they do it right, because I think you could probably get bored just seeing brindle dogs over and over and over
yeah,
again. But
yeah,
so I think it's kind of cool if they do it the right way. But when they go crazy, when they don't really health test and don't check the dogs to make sure that they sound and they don't have ailments, they just put dogs together just to get color. I think that's where they go wrong at.
What's the
But
most
I like them.
what health defect pops up the most that you seen in that breed?
Uh, in the Frenchies, wow. Now I'm hearing about a lot of stuff, but when I first started seeing them, it was like heart murmurs
Mm,
back then. Heart murmurs. Now I see a lot of deaf dogs. A lot of dogs with elongated palates, a lot of dogs with pinched nares. They can't breathe. They have to get the surgery so that they can open up their nasal passageways.
aye,
So it's just getting really bad now. It's getting really bad because people just throw them together. I mean, they popular, so everybody's trying to cash in to see if they can get get some money out of it. They're not really
Mhm.
considering the dog's health. They just putting dogs together. So anytime a
Yeah.
dog get popular, that's what happens. People start trying to cash
Mhm.
in, and then they try to take
Yep.
shortcut. Yep.
Yep. You right about that, bro. Now we
Mm,
were saying about the defect where they can't breathe, and I guess their nose be too tight or too small or
yeah.
something. Um,
Hmm.
is that something you can detect from a puppy, or is something you really got to be a dog person and notice, or do they make noises when they breathe, like a snorting noise or something when they be like that or something? Like
Yeah.
is something could the average person spot that out if they had a dog that had a bad breathing problem or had to get that open up?
Yeah. Yeah. Because once you look at it, you can just look right at their nares with your
Okay.
nostril, and you'll see like they're like this.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're pinched. They're pinched.
Okay.
So once
Okay.
they look right at it, you can see they're pinched, and then the dog is constantly wheezing.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
he can't really take two steps without opening his mouth, it has to
Yeah.
constantly through the mouth. Sometimes you might see one there, one nostril, or sometimes you might see both of them. It just look closed.
Wow.
And yeah, and they get that from it's hereditary. So if you see a guy he gets a girl and this one got a boy, and let's put them together, and they don't, the mama might have it or the daddy might have it. So chances are that the offspring going to carry that gene too and produce puppies with the nostrils pinched up like that. So
Yeah. I
it's
understand that.
it's
Definitely
a roll of the
understand that.
dice. Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. Can you remember that one Frenchie that whenever you get to start talking about Frenchies, that joke always pop up in your mind from back in the days when you first started or when you got later on down the line. But it's one dog, one Frenchie wise that you say that was that man. I wish I had that joker now. You just remember, he had a lot of good times with you. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Yeah, I had a Frenchie named Hoffa.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a Frenchie named Hoffa. He was real petite, but he was like a big dog in a small dog body. He had like this Napoleon complex. I mean, he had good movement. I mean, picture perfect dog, picture perfect dog. But he had like a chip on his shoulder. He was real small, so he had an attitude, and I like that about him. His
Well,
name was Hoffa. He was red, and he had a black mask.
since you say about attitude, real quick before I forget, do them dogs? Do they come with any of them come with attitudes? I'm talking about where they chase me down the street and I have to get
Oh
away.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You got some of them they mean. You
Yeah,
got some mean. Yeah, some of them is real clownish, but then you got some of them that you know they uh they tend to like go after people. They like to show
man,
their aggression.
I can't remember what website that was on. Man, I seen some guys or what Facebook they were doing the bite work with them jokers. I ain't sure if it
Yeah,
was French. I can't remember if it was Frenchies or the pocket pit bulls or something. But I know
I
I remember it was the small dogs,
I
and they
saw a
were just
video too on YouTube when a guy had a little Frenchie and at like a gas station somewhere, and he told the Frenchie get him, and the dog ran over there, and the dude he screaming, and the little Frenchie.
yeah,
I was tickled when I saw that. I was
yeah,
tickled when I saw that.
yes,
Yeah, yeah. So Frenchies are good dogs, man. Like I said, it just they hurting now because everybody is out here tapping in, taking shortcuts. The dogs are popular, so you
they
got
super
everybody and their
popular.
mama.
They
Yeah,
popular, boy. The motherfucker, they
mm,
popular. We thought the pit
yeah,
bulls
man.
been popular and everything else. I believe them about I believe them Frenchies and them pocket pits, maybe the popularest dogs right now. But what might keep people from getting them is the price of them. If they was
Right.
drop them down to about 500 or a couple $100 maybe, whatever whatever
Right.
affordable price is, man, I believe about
Right.
everybody in the country that have one of them dogs probably, man.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
small, they different colors, and they coming out different ways now. I
Yeah.
seen I seen a person, man. I only seen this one picture. I ain't seen nobody else do it before. I seen a
Mm.
person that had a fluffy pit bull. They had to design the pit bull.
What?
They had to design the
I
pit
didn't see
bull.
that.
Man, that joker
Yeah.
looked ill, boy. When I tell you that joker, he looked it
Wow.
right.
I didn't
He
see
looked
that
it
yet.
right,
I didn't
dog.
see
He
that. You
he
look
looked it just
right.
like he looked it just like a regular pit bull, muscular, Bruce Lee shaped
Uh-huh.
body. He had the he
Uh,
wasn't like a bully dog. He was more like a thin pit bull, but he had the
uh,
muscle, he had the rip, and he had the fur. Coming, I can't remember. It was coming from his beard. It was coming from his
mm,
beard, and it was coming from somewhere else. It wasn't his whole body,
right.
but it was coming in different areas. And I guess you probably can cut it. I don't know if they cut it or bred it like that, but I said, man,
Right, right.
that look kind of. I can see people grabbing them dogs
Yeah,
in the next 15, 20 years if somebody master that breeding. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? But
yeah.
that's what the world coming
Overseas,
to now.
overseas, I know a guy in Ireland, and he breeds Wheaten Terriers with pit bulls,
Mm,
and they look good, man. Those Wheaten Terriers, you know what a Wheaten Terrier is, right?
no, mm-mm.
Yeah, he got those working line Wheaten Terriers. It's a terrier, but it's like the bodies are like you got some that's cinnamon color, some of them like that's fawn, light blonde, and they really nice dogs. The Wheaten Terrier is nice. You get a working Wheaten Terrier, you got a dog. That's a good dog. They can hunt
Now,
with them. You can do a lot with them.
now I got some pictures I'm about to ask you about in a few minutes. But since you were talking
Hmm.
about the Wheaten Terrier, I seen a
Hmm.
dog on the picture, and I wasn't sure whether it was a pit bull or whether it was another breed of dog. But you was standing over. It was a black and brown color dog. Let me see if it
Oh,
come up in these pictures right here.
let me see
I'm
it.
about. Let me
Okay.
see if it come up in these pictures. I got a little slideshow right here and let it play for a few seconds.
Oh,
And
that's one of
you
yeah,
know
that's one of my Frenchies right there. Yeah.
that joker there look good right there, Bo.
Oh yeah, that's Q-tip. Yeah.
Let me see. I hope I
Oh
put that
yeah,
picture on there.
that's
I see
Rock. Rottweiler
you.
named Rock, and
You was
that's
messing
my
with the
dog.
rocks too.
Nah, I wasn't breeding him. Oh yeah, that's
That dog
Cool
right there.
Hand. Yeah, that's Cool Hand. That's my hunting dog. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not a pit bull right there.
No, no, that's a German hunting terrier.
Yeah, I looked at it, I said maybe that's a what Patterdale or something because I'm not real familiar with them dogs like that. But I hear a lot of people talking
Right.
about them. But
Yeah,
I
they
see.
call him. It's a German hunting terrier, but it's Jagd terrier. If you say it in German, they say
Yeah.
Jagd terrier.
Okay.
Right. That's what he
Yeah.
is. Yeah, that's real good dog, man. Real
Yeah.
good dog.
He looked like he energetic too.
Yeah, fearless too. Fearless.
Yeah, I can
Hmm.
see that. They chase whatever they own. They're gonna chase it forever.
Yeah, I like the terrier breeds, man. I like terriers. I'm a dog enthusiast, so I'm not just stuck on admiring one breed of dog. I like dogs for what they can do. You know what I'm saying? Every
Yes,
breed got
sir.
his
Yes,
own
sir.
specific purpose, so I like all dogs. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's me taking the pictures with some of my Frenchies, and that's me with another one of my Frenchies right there. Hmm.
Now, when you ever try to train any of them, any of the Frenchies? I want to know what
Like
they
for bite
intellect
work, you
level.
mean?
Not just obedience, sit, stay down, anything like that. I was just
Oh
wondering
yeah,
what their level of intelligence was.
yeah, yeah. I got some that I trained like that, and they
They do.
real nice on the leash, off the leash. They don't leave my side. Hmm. I could go in big supermarket area or shopping area and lead a dog right off the leash, and it won't leave my side. So, because
Yeah.
I spend a lot of time with them too, you know what I mean. But for the most part, there's not too many that's gonna be like that. You gotta really work with them from
Yeah.
young to like put it in them. But they can pick up on what you want them to do, and then they
Yeah.
they like clowns too. They want to clown around and just have fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like little mischievous kids. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir. Yes, sir. Now, let me see here. My brother, let me see here. Uh health problems. You were saying the hip dysplasia.
Yeah.
Has the
Yeah.
have the health problems changed from the time you got in the game to now compared to you know, um, what they started off with? Because you might be started off with blindness or eyes, and then they corrected all that over the years, and now you got the hips. That's worst thing you got to wind up with. Like if I was going to buy me a Frenchie right now, what's the main thing I need to watch out for?
As far as the health wise,
Yeah, yeah,
uh, well, knowing who you got your dog from, number one, you know that.
yeah,
And
yeah,
then I would say make sure the dog got a good heart. A lot of them end up having heart problems. Some of them have seizures.
mm,
You know? So that's another thing too. I didn't mention that, but a lot of them today. So, you got to really know the lines and know who you buying your dog from.
What's the
You know what I mean?
lifespan of them dogs?
I got some of my older ones. That's 11, 12. And so if, depending on how you keep them, how you treat them, how you feed them, exercise them, and, where you got them from, and they can have good lifespan, like 11 years,
So let
10
me ask you
years.
this, man. Y'all don't do no messing around with pugs as far as the breeding when they was first starting out at, because that's the
Mm.
same look almost a little, except they got the little tail in the back that's curled up, but
Right, right,
they still look like the bulldogish face.
right. Well, I never put pug in them, but I know people that just like with the fluffies right now. People saying, "Oh, there was fluffies back in the days," and I don't know where they got that from. You know what I'm
I
saying?
never
I
seen
mean,
them. I never seen them.
yeah, yeah, man. I don't. They try to come up with these old pictures. Somebody had one picture that looked like it was doctored up, and they was like, "Well, they put that one Frenchie with another Frenchie that carried." I said, "So why over all these years nobody Frenchies was coming out with hairs till now? Like,
They mix up with
why?"
that though. They mix
Of
up with
of
them dogs.
course, of
Yeah,
of course, just to get the colors too.
yeah,
They did
yeah,
it to get the colors too. But I think it's nothing wrong with it as long as you be honest with people and tell people what you did and what the dogs have in them, and just be upfront. If somebody want the dog, they're gonna like the dog. They're gonna buy the dog. If they're not,
yeah.
then let them move on. But don't lie to people and try to say, "Oh no, no, this is all Frenchie," and it. Come on, now they got hairless. You seen them hairless ones?
I
They got
want to say,
hairless Frenchie.
what is it? The ball or
Yeah,
low?
no
They,
hair on them, just bald.
they
You
making them
know,
every. They making them everywhere, boy. Every kind of way.
every way. Now they got the big rope. They got the big rope over their nose. One big giant rope. They look like they mixed them with Sharpay. I mean,
Oh
look,
man,
dogs are domestic animals. So
yeah,
we
yeah,
know every dog breed we got, people put dogs together to make a breed, right? So we already
hmm
know that.
yeah,
As long as you take the best specimens, the healthiest specimens to
yeah,
use whatever you're trying to do, I think it's cool.
yeah,
But
yeah,
be honest about it. Don't lie. Just be like, look, I'm doing something. I'm working on something. And just be honest about it. Because ain't none of them dogs pure. You know what I'm saying? They're not pure. They got something put in there and they trying to sell them for astronomical prices. And I mean, the value of a dog is what you put on it. And if
yeah,
somebody else
yeah.
figure that they're gonna agree to it, I ain't mad at them.
Oh yeah,
You
oh
know?
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the bullies, you more of a micro man, standard or XL. The ones I seen you kind of small, but not too micro. Far as
Yeah.
you like the
Yeah.
micro, small ones, or average
Well,
size ones, or
I like a lot of different dogs for a lot of reasons. So depending on if it's something that I want to keep for me personally, I like a dog about 35, 40 pounds. Right?
Mhm.
Now, it don't have to be so small, like where it's like on the floor. It can have some leg, be able to move a little bit, have some movement. I like a
Mhm.
dog about that size. Because I
Yeah,
think when they start shortening up the back too much, then it's like you damaging the inside, the internal organs don't have room for the heart and the lungs to operate.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So the dog gotta overcompensate for not having the room, a longer torso. So I think that's kind of harmful. If I wanted it that tiny, I see guys, they be like, look, he's 9 inches. I'm like, you might as well just breed Chihuahuas. Why are you trying to have a bulldog
yeah,
in a Chihuahua body? Like that don't make no sense to me. You
yeah.
know, at some point you got to say I got to cut it off. You know what I mean? That's just
Hmm.
crazy. Yeah.
Now,
So, but I
you
like a
ever?
dog about 40 pounds.
Oh, now them dogs can get 40 pounds and still be small.
Yeah, but I like it. Got to have a little air under it.
Yeah,
Got to have some leg, man. I can't have no little dog with like legs this big, and like to me that just ain't cool.
yeah.
I
Them
don't like.
boy. So I don't know their weight because I don't actually see the dogs in person. But some of them
Yeah,
dogs have legs that long, and
yeah,
they be wide though. They be real wide, and
yeah, yeah. I don't own any of that, so I don't
yeah,
knock people if that's what they want to do.
yeah,
But
yeah,
to me personally, I just consider the health of the dog, man, and I think
Yeah.
that's that's like two people that know they got handicap that they could pass to their kids, but they get together knowing that they can
Mm-hmm.
reproduce this handicap, and they do it anyway. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? Like
Yep.
you handicapped, you got something that could be hereditary, and the lady
Mm-hmm.
knows she got something that could be hereditary handicap. Y'all gonna procreate? Does
Yep.
make
You're
your
right,
child
bro.
have to do it? You know what I'm saying? That's like
Mm-hmm.
like you seeing somebody with no legs and everybody with legs, he hate on them. I hate people with legs. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Why would you?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's unfortunate what happened to you, but don't hate everybody that got legs.
Yes,
You know?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Now, now you said you didn't. You said when it come to other breeds, I seen you with the
Yeah.
Rottweiler picture with the Rottweiler. Do you ever deal with
Mm.
any other masters? Now you told me you dealt with
Uh.
the Doberman picture, so I'm gonna ask you a question about the Doberman in a second too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I got it. The Doberman's from my grandmother, but in New York, when I used to live in New York, I'm from New York, so I used to live there. Um, I trained a couple of bull bells with
Hmm.
guys out that way. I did
Them
a lot
dogs
of
smart.
training.
They smart. Them
Um,
dogs.
they got instinct. They got a lot of instinct. So I think they go more on their gut. So there's not a whole lot you have to really bring out of them. That's already there. But
Yeah.
as far as like, I was working on them for like knowing who to protect and what signs to look for that so they know what was danger. I was like decoy work for them so they could know
Mm.
what was the danger
Yeah.
as opposed to what a threat is and what a threat isn't. So they kind of picked up on that pretty well, So instinct was there. That the instinct in the dogs is very strong. The protective instinct is very strong. But what else I worked with? Some shepherds, some Dutch shepherds, with a couple of guys out there in Brooklyn.
How,
So
what
I've
do you
been,
think about them dogs?
around.
What,
Dutch
what do you think?
shepherds.
Yeah. What do you think about them? Far as you getting in, you like them? Or some people say they
Yeah.
all right, but they wouldn't really deal like the Malawites. People like that deal with the shepherds. I hear a lot of them complain about the Malawites. Say they'll bite the handler. They get
Hmm.
aggressive sometimes. They may bite the handler or something like that. So I hear a lot of people complaining that do a lot some of that protection work, and I might see them with German shepherds. And
Right.
that's how I was just asking you about your experience with the Dutch shepherds and the shepherds and stuff.
Mm. Yeah. For me, I never seen one bite his own handler.
Me
And
either. Me either.
I've never seen that. So, and I've seen quite a few mouths do some real work. I mean, do real work, and I've never seen them bite their handler.
Me either.
But
Only thing I've seen close to that is just an excited dog that's coming to get his treat and they're coming to
right,
do like to play or something, and it just
right,
you get bit, but I don't consider that the dog actually biting me. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I just think that's a accident, like I don't know how you explain it, but it's basically the dog being too wild.
Yeah,
He's not really trying to bite you. He just so excited and so pumped up and so hyped that when he
yeah,
came over there, you know, you maybe didn't move your hand fast enough or
yeah.
something, and you
Right,
caught a little nub. You know what I'm saying? But
right, right. Yeah, an intentional bite. I haven't seen that. I've seen some, anxiety from the dog, like especially like if the dogs were like tied up when, they're doing the bite work, and you have the other ones watching, so they're,
yeah,
getting antsy, waiting for their
hmm
turn. So
yeah.
by the time they get over there, they so excited, so worked up, the adrenaline is pumping, and sometimes they get a little nippy, but they don't
Yeah.
intentionally just go after it. I never seen them do it, but it could be some
Now,
wives' tales. It's a lot of wives' tales out there too.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh
You
yeah.
know,
Now, when it comes to pit bulls, have
uh,
you seen have you ever seen one of them turn on their owner?
no,
Me either.
never,
You always hear about
never.
that. You always hear about that your whole life about pit bulls turning on them. Oh, them dogs will turn on you. Them dogs will turn on you. I ain't never seen a pit bull turn on his owner.
I
Not me
never seen
myself
that.
personally.
Me neither. I never seen that. And I've seen a lot of dogs, man, over my years. I mean, a lot of different breeds, a lot of dogs, but I've never seen a dog. I've never seen a dog. People say, oh, when I was young, don't handle the puppies. The mama gonna eat them and
Yeah,
all. Like, don't handle the puppies. Like, how am I supposed to deal with them? Like, the mama
mhm.
gonna eat them. She smell human on them. All
Oh,
kind
she smell
of,
human. She smell human on them.
you know what I mean? So I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, I seen so many things. I heard so many wives' tales, but I never experienced that. Now I have
Yeah,
seen mothers who know that a puppy is sick.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
They might know the puppy's sick and they kind of neglect that baby.
yeah.
That particular puppy. They won't really fuss
Oh
over
yeah,
it too much. I've seen that. But as far as like she'll eat them if you touch them, and then I ain't never seen that. But people
yeah.
say it happens. I never seen it.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had a one of my was it the last litter I had or the litter before that Pitbull litter,
Mm-hmm.
and I kept putting the puppy back over there. She'd take him and move him out the way. I had him in a little pool.
Mm,
She kept all the
mm,
puppies feeding off of them, but it said one little one
right.
kept getting that I noticed was weak. She'd move him out the way. She kept
Good
moving them out
mother.
the way. Yeah,
Good
moving them
mother.
out the way,
Good
and
mother.
she'd go back and lay with the rest of them, and she'd move that one out the way. I said, dang. I ended up having well, he ended up getting so weak that I just took him out or whatever. But yeah,
Ah.
I seen them dogs do that too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Seen them do
Mm-hmm.
that. Now,
Yeah.
what you was about to say, bro?
Nate, no, I was just listening to you.
Now, when with the Dobermans that you got from your grandmother, how was they far as working wise? And I know you was a
Oh,
little
they
younger.
was
You was a little younger back then, so you might not have
right.
understood every single thing about them. But
Right.
when you look back on it, what quality you think they were as far as working wise, or you think they was
Uh
more pettish?
no, no, they was working because they came from Germany. So they was all like working lines. She had got the first one from one of my uncles who was in the military. So uh I think he was in what was that, Frankfurt? He was in Frankfurt, Germany back then. And that's where the first Doberman came from. And
Mm.
after that, she got a few more from over there. So all of them was imports. And this was way back. You're talking about the 70s when
Oh
the
yeah,
dogs got imported over here.
and
Yeah.
I believe the further you go back, the more chances you got having the better dogs back then. Like
Yeah, man.
like you say, your grandma had them. She probably had top of the line stuff. Right about now, you got to really be careful what you buying. Everything that got Americanized, everything
Mm-hmm.
we breeding everything over here, and man, we'll give you a dog with a messed up back and a messed up front end and half blind in a minute. We
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
done bred it all messed up.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. I didn't like the when they got popular when like different movies came out. And I
Mm,
noticed like how everybody started wanting them. Like they had movies like the Doberman Gang,
yeah,
the
yeah,
Magnificent Dobermans. Then everybody and their mama, that was like the thing. If you had a Doberman, you was tough. Same thing
yeah,
happened.
yeah,
When Ren Tin Tin was out, everybody wanted a Shepherd.
yeah.
Lassie was out, everybody wanted a Collie. So the movies and media and things like that makes dogs popular,
And
and
you
then with
got
the
you got
popularity increases the quality of the dogs.
yep, you got all the Molly Wild movies out now, and over
Oh
the
man,
past few years.
yeah. Yeah, once that came out with John Wick, and I think it was him and Halle Berry had two of them in there.
Yeah,
Then the
yeah,
Malinois, crazy. Like everybody was Malinois breeders. Just
yeah,
out, everybody and their mother that could get like they was using their PPP loans to buy Malinois so they could breed. Yeah,
oh
I know
yeah,
people doing that. They was like, I ain't buying them, but I'm gonna get my loan money. And I'm like, I just was
yeah.
hearing, man, this is crazy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Now, what's the average size litter for them Frenchies?
Well, I've seen litters as big as 9, and I've seen some as
Oh
small
man,
as, yeah, I've seen Frenchies have 9 pups, and I've seen some of them had like maybe 2 or a singleton, 1 pup. You know what I mean? So it depends. You gotta like with anything else, you gotta know when to breed. When the dog is more fertile, knowing
oh
how how to what days to catch them on. You know what I mean? So, but I like I said, I stopped some couple of years ago, man, because it just got crazy. Like
yeah,
I just can't do it. Like it just got real outlandish with um the puppy milling. I just started seeing puppies everywhere, like, and the quality of the breed just go down, and it
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
bothered me. I'm like, damn, people don't really care. As long as they can get the money,
yep.
they don't really
You right
care
about
about
that.
the animal. Yeah, and that kind of bothered me. So some people say, "Oh, you crazy? It's still there. I'm getting that money." But I just care about the animals, man. You know what I mean? I can't see myself just. keep contributing to that. There's too many breeders out there.
Yeah.
Too many. Too many.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Now, when when we said something about litter size, and I was about to ask you a question. I don't want to forget it. You were saying
Okay.
nines.
Yeah, I've seen some that have 9, and I've seen some have 1 or 2 pups.
How fast do them dogs mature wise, as far as adulthood?
Frenchies?
Yeah.
Shoot. They stay like adolescents for a long time. So you'll see a mature Frenchie, 3 years old. They mature.
Yeah,
They're like 3.
that's why I'm seeing with my Malinois. He's 4 years old, going on 5 in December. He just turned 4,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm starting to see like he really looked like he at his peak right now. I thought he was finished growing 2 years ago, but shit,
Mm-hmm.
he's still been growing, man. And I'm talking about you don't really pay no attention till you get up on him. You see he done got a little wider, or a little bit solid, a little bit, a little taller.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he was finished growing. It's like he's 4 years old and he's still growing.
And he's still growing.
Or at least he
Yeah.
seems like he's still growing. Maybe, maybe it might be just me,
Right.
and I might be just fed him good for that month or something, maybe, or
Yeah.
overfed him, got that winter weight on him or something. It could
Right.
be that, it could be that. But
Now that the
yeah,
black one you
man.
got now, that's a male too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, nice. Nice. Mm.
Man, let me see. Oh, I know I meant to ask you too. When it comes to the French bulldog pairs and stuff, I think you kind of answered this earlier. Like, with the males, their pairs will go back, to some American breeders as well, but most time it'll go back to the Holland and all the people on the other side over there in the European countries that was breeding the dogs. With the French bulldogs, is it like that as well, far as the dogs going to the European countries? Or would you want the dogs coming from the European countries instead of the American country, America?
Well, they've been here so long now, so you could get some real good ones.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm just me personally, I'm just big on European dogs, period.
yeah, yeah.
Not even just with Frenchies, just with pointers. I mean, just
They
I
whole
study it.
breeding system, no matter what
Yeah,
dog it is, their breeding system is different than ours.
yeah, it's different. So I
Hmm.
like it in general. But if you go to the peds, and go to the database and look up some of the nicest dogs out now and trace their peds back, you'll see a lot of them have dogs that come from Russia. They got dogs that come from Hungary. They got dogs that come from Germany, UK. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of in the
Yeah,
back of the pedigrees. That's the countries the dogs come from. So I tend
yeah,
to just cut to the chase and get some dogs imported from those countries. That's what I did. So
yeah, yeah. Now,
yeah.
let me ask you this, man. My homeboy went through this, and I was kind of wondering. Okay, the
Mm,
Frenchies and stuff, they get the C sections. Okay,
right.
now if you give a dog a C section, you put it to sleep, take the puppies out of her. Wouldn't that kind of be taking the motherhood feeling away from her? Because like he was having problems because his dog wasn't really feeding him like that when she came back from the vet. And I'm
Right.
like, if I go to sleep and I'm pregnant and I wake up, humans, we know that's our child. But the
Right.
dogs,
Right.
all the dog knows is he went to sleep or she went to sleep. And now she wake up, she got puppies around her. She didn't
Right.
have them. She didn't lick them.
Right.
She didn't pull the bag off of them.
Right.
Will she know? She still know them her puppies?
Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, and it takes a
Yeah.
little while for it to kick in. Like you said, the whole process of being pregnant, right? The dog know they're pregnant. They know they
Yeah.
go, their body's changing. They start
Hmm.
clinging to you. The later they get closest to
Hmm.
estrus, they start clinging to you. Now you take away the process by having a scheduled C-section. Now, if you let them go into labor, if you lucky enough to have a vet that you can work with to let your dog actually go into labor and then you can go have your C-section, that would be
Yeah.
better than doing
Okay.
it kind of early. Because if the labor process started, then she would have formulated some milk in her mammary glands
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the what I'm saying. But if
Hmm.
that didn't start and they just take the puppies out, a lot of times them sucking on her, she's like freaking out. Like, what is, who are these? What is these little things? You got to hold her down.
Hmm.
So it's a lot of process. I've had Frenchies that have given birth in my house. So, they delivered naturally. A lot of my Frenchies tied naturally too. So,
Yeah.
I try to get away from doing those AIs and those C-sections and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's to me, I know a lot of people gonna see this and you're gonna have comments go crazy. The Frenchie people see this, they be like, "Who is that dude, Jasper?" Don't they? But they probably will because I just speak the truth, man.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes, sir.
feel I feel if dogs got to do all of this C-section and AIs, maybe they shouldn't be bred. That's
Yeah.
just me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one that people can go to my TikTok and see I got some beautiful dogs. I had beautiful litters over the years. My TikTok is Jasper's dogs on TikTok, but I I can't participate no more, man. Like if I gotta have a dog and she can't have her puppies naturally,
Yeah.
I'm not never breeding her. If I got a boy dog and he don't know how to go and mount a female and get her pregnant, he ain't
Yeah.
getting bred. He ain't
Yeah.
getting bred. That's just me. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? But some people be like, man, you crazy? Them colors, get that Merle litter, do that, do this. I just don't like it, man. I don't
I
like it.
understand it. I understand it definitely, dog. Like
Yeah.
that AI breeding, like how we was talking about a little earlier. That's
Mm-hmm.
to me. I mean, it's a good thing to know if you know how to do it or whatever, but it just gets so aggravating. And then
Right.
when I did the AI breeding, I didn't have to worry about C-section. Now I can
Right.
just imagine doing an AI, then puppies coming. I got to do C-section, and man, that is a whole
Yeah.
lot to a whole lot to have on the table. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Whole lot to have on the table.
And then think about this too. Now, if say for instance, like I see a beautiful specimen. All right, I got a female. She done been tested. She's health tested. Her test came back clear. And there's a boy, and he might not live close by. So in that instance, I could see you having some sperms, chilled and sent, because that might be what you want to,
Yeah.
get your game up to the next level with
Mhm.
this production. So I think that's cool. But now, if you just using everything right around you, and it's a better dog somewhere else, but you got to do AI with this dog, and now you just making puppies because it's not really the best. See, I don't like to just breed just to be breeding. I want to do the best possible breeding. I want this next litter that's going to
Mhm.
carry this generation to represent. I don't want to make mediocre dogs.
Yep. I
You know what I
definitely
mean?
understand that.
I don't want to make mediocre dogs. If they got to be mediocre, man, I just rather skip the breeding. Let's not do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The only
Yep.
time I think AI is if the specimen is so far away that you can't get to him, then you could do an AI. But other than that, if you got a boy dog and he's top quality and your girl and they both pass the health test, man, let them dogs mate on their own. That's how I feel. I got dogs that tie on their own. I studied them out to a couple of people. That's another thing. I don't stud them all day, every day. Like I'll stud my
Yeah.
dog, select the females, and that's it. They be trying to give me the money. I get the money if I like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, and I'm not nobody special. I don't send dogs all over the world. I got some dogs that went around. I got a lot of, references. I got hundreds of litters that puppies from
Yeah.
litters, photos and videos and everything. But I'm real selective in when I do my breedings. That's just how I am.
Oh
People
yeah,
say I'm
man.
stupid. I just got to be like that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You got your way of working it, man. Nobody really can't tell you how to handle
Yeah.
yours,
Hmm.
and what you see and what you see in your program and what you don't want to have in your program.
That's right.
Um, yep, yep. When it comes to the when you was telling me about your grandma Doberman, did you ever get a chance to do any work with the dog? Far as like any type of bite work or anything with it? Her
Nah,
dog?
she wouldn't let me take a bite. I used to want to put the sleeves and stuff on, but she wouldn't let me do it. But as far as like caring for them, like making their food and watering them, washing them, brushing them, cutting their nails, I did all of that. I mean, I used to do that before I used to go to school in the morning. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So before I could go to school, I got to go out there, feed the dogs, make sure they got water, make sure everything's clean. So I did all of those things, learning that for like years before
yeah.
I even had my own dog. She would just be like, you ain't ready for no dog. And I
So
was
she
around them dogs. for
She used to
years.
do the train. She used to do the training and stuff
Yeah,
herself.
my grandmother was a beast, man.
Yes,
She
sir.
was a
Yes, sir.
beast. She was a beast, man. And my uncle. So they was like, they was wicked with it, but he was in the
Yeah.
military, he worked with canines in the military. So when
Okay.
he came back, my grandmother, like some of the things I read about in books and some of the videos that's out now, like back then you had to watch VCR
Yeah.
tapes. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? You run to the mailbox, you got to get a tape. Oh, and then the tape came, you got to sit down and watch it. And that was later
Yeah.
on. And that's when I got a little older. But
Yeah.
before that, it was just stories. You hear stories, and if you wasn't there to
Mhm.
see it happen, you just got to hear what happened by story verbally. You know what I mean? But she she worked the dogs. Um, Mostly she was defensive. Uh, she didn't really have the dogs doing too much offense because she said that she ain't worried about them protecting the property. She just wanted them to
Yeah.
protect the person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she said that she liked the dog to stay close to whoever they were supposed to protect. So she
Mm.
would let them roam a little bit. Dobermans like to patrol too,
Yeah.
but she keep them more like defensive, like being with the person that they was there to protect.
Yeah. Did
So
she clip their
mhm.
tails off of?
Yeah, yeah. She had a vet out in I think it was Long Island, and he used to dock the tails and crop the ears, and they have those big things on their ears taped
Yeah.
up. I used to be like, they look weird. When I was young, I used to say they look
Yeah.
weird, but then when they come off, they look so nice. When they heal up real good, and
Oh yeah.
I learned a lot. I learned a lot. The things I read about later in life, she showed me, but she didn't have the technical names for this stuff. She just knew because she
Yeah.
was in with the dogs and like feeding them and doing things
Mhm.
like that. I learned that from her. Like right now, um, I read about digestibility. Right, I went and took courses in dog nutrition, canine nutrition. So I'm learning about digestibility, and I didn't realize that I already knew this stuff, but it just wasn't called that. But my grandmother
Yeah.
did that, and she from South. My grandmother was from South Carolina. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh,
You know.
I
You know
was
what city?
raised.
You know what city she was from?
Yeah, she was from Gullah Island. My
Oh,
grandmother was from Gullah Island.
that's right around the
Yeah,
corner. Right on the corner.
yeah, yeah. Then I got some family out in Holly Hills and St. George too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Holly
So
Hill. I had some family
right,
down at Holly Hill.
right. So that's why I have like I'm living in New York my whole life, but I was raised by a Southern woman. You know what I mean? And she had all these thoughts and ideas about how to raise these dogs, and I
You
mean
still
just
there,
old
bro?
school.
Okay, I
Yeah, I'm
see you
still
now.
here. I'm
You had
still here.
disappeared on me on my side.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But
So.
yeah,
hmm
yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I had a good time with my grandmother, man, with the dogs, but she wouldn't let me until I had my own dog. That she said that's your responsibility. Up
Yeah,
until that point, I was just like a water boy. Just make sure they
yeah,
got water, clean up the poop, feed them, wash
yeah,
them. That was it, and I could walk them. I used to walk the dogs too, so that was my
yeah.
little time to show off. I was a little dude, got this dog standing up with their ears up. They be like, I was short back when I was a kid, so the dogs look like Great Danes to me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? And she'd be like,
yeah,
"Just
yeah.
make sure not let this dog go on nobody." And I'm walking the dog, but man, it was something about them Dobermans, man. Like you see
Which
that
she had the black joints or what red or which color she had?
she had black, but then she had two reds after later on.
Oh,
She
yeah,
had two
yeah.
reds after that, but the black was the first. Those were the
Now
first
let me ask you
dogs.
something about Dobermans real quick. That you might not know it, you might do know it. I'm seeing grays now. I'm seeing light. They got like a light color, blonde color, red nose almost looking color that I've seen.
Yeah,
What do you think about them colors? As far as I know, they pretty, but they wasn't out
right.
back then, was it?
I never saw a
I
white
mean,
Doberman until recently. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like they
yeah,
got you got the white ones and you
yeah.
got the gray ones that look like Weimaraners, and you got the
Mm-hmm.
Isabella color looking ones. Like I know they nose are like it's almost purple. So I think they pretty. I mean,
Now I remember seeing the red ones back way back in the,
yeah,
the red
yeah,
ones and the black ones. I remember seeing them red ones,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't remember.
But
I'm not saying that it wasn't out, but I just don't
right.
remember no color besides the red and the black.
Nah, I never saw them until recently.
Yeah,
I've seen Dobermans my whole life, but never seen them until recently. Um,
yeah,
I personally don't. I don't like them. I don't like them.
yeah.
I mean,
You don't like
I
the
think they
Doberman?
pretty. I don't like those colorful Dobermans.
Oh yeah,
Nah,
oh yeah, 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 yeah,
nah,
yeah.
nah. I don't like them. I don't like them.
Because it's
Now
somewhere.
maybe down the line after they done perfected it more, probably then I
Yeah.
probably like it. But right now, these early stages, nah.
Hey, what's that dog you said the name just now? Start with a W. I can't really pronounce it. Wimmer or something like that. Wimmer.
Oh, the Y Mariner.
Yeah. They
Yeah,
kind of look like Dobermans a little bit.
yeah.
If you get a person playing with the breed a little bit, you probably can breed one of them things with a Doberman and then
That's
get you
what.
a crazy color.
Yeah,
And it
that's what.
kind of look off a little bit though.
Yeah, that's where they got them. I think that's what they use to get that blue. You know,
Yep.
because they got them blue Dobermans now, so I think they use that to get that blue. You know what
I
I
think
mean?
so too. Yep,
Yeah,
I think so too. And you'll see
yeah,
them guys, you'll see the people with them. A lot of them may not have the ears clipped, and they look just like, especially with that color, that light color, blonde color, or that
yeah,
bluish color. They look just like
yep,
them dogs you talking about.
yep. They look
Got
just
the
like
tail
them.
clip, got the tail clip just like them. Only thing,
Look
them
just
dogs,
like
yep, them dogs didn't come with the ears clipped, and most
right,
Dobermans had the ears clipped, or whatever.
right,
But shit, you
right.
clip their ears, man, they look about like the same dog.
They do, they do, they do. Aesthetically, they kind of similar, very similar. So it wouldn't be hard to throw that in there and then extract that color and then breed it back to itself, and it wouldn't be hard. And that's what a lot of people do. You know, like we said, these all dogs are designer. Somewhere along the line, they had to put dogs together to start, making breeds. So if that's what
And
they did,
the registries is letting people. It's kind of helping people by creating their breeds. I heard some registries say if you get 4 years of your breeding
right,
process, that you can send that in to them or something like that. Like it helps
right,
people that create their breed and stuff. If you can create one, compared to how it
right,
was back in the days, you just bought whatever you had, and if you
right,
had a mixed breed dog, it was mixed breed and it just looked good or something like that. But now you can mix all kind of stuff together and hope it turn into, like you said, a designer breed. And
right.
man, you might even fell up on a gold mine or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Breeding
Like
two
the like
dogs together, you can
Labradoodle. Yeah, you got
Labradoodle.
Labradoodles, Cockapoos. I mean, you got so many that
Mm-hmm.
the designer breed registry and the American Dog Federation, they both accept designer breeds because that's what I when I came out with my Bullinger dogs, I registered my dogs with both of those. They were dual registered with the American Dog Federation and the designer breed registry. They were located in New Jersey. But then
Mm.
since then, I think uh, the uh, the designer breed registry moved to Florida. They're not in Jersey no more, so
Oh
they moved to
wow.
Florida now. Yeah, but that's what I registered my Bullingers with. Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Choo-choo. I want to say a big salute and big shout out to the brothers in the chat, man. I'm sorry, y'all brothers and sisters down there, man. We've been sitting here in this deep conversation. I ain't shoot y'all no shots out the whole time. Big salute to all the
Right, right,
brothers and sisters down in the chat, man. Big salute to y'all brothers. Y'all hit that like button up. If y'all got any questions, y'all drop them down in the chat, um, and we'll get them answered. You know what I'm saying? We'll get them answered. But yeah, man, I
hmm
appreciate you rocking with me today, man.
Yeah,
You
no
have some
doubt.
great looking dogs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not a Frenchie man. I'm not an exotic pit bull man, but
Right,
I'm a dog lover. You know what I'm
right,
saying? When it comes to all breeds, so I can never say I won't have this or I won't have that kind
right,
of dog or I won't. You never damn know what a wind blow my way one day. I might get rid of my pit bulls or or anything, and I might just grab me a Frenchie or grab me. But one thing about the dogs I get, I never had a dog that couldn't work. A dog
mm,
that I could he just sit right here like the smallest pocket pit bull type dog with the little legs or whatever. They can just be my
right,
friend. They can just be my friend and chill with me and all that type of stuff. I never had a dog like
right,
like that. So I mean, that'd be cool
right,
to have just a dog that I don't got to worry about going nowhere, chasing nobody, biting at
right,
nobody, chasing after no other animal. He's sitting
right,
right here chilling with me, and he making money, making
right,
money.
right,
So I can never
Yeah.
rule out me having any breed of dog because I'm just a dog lover, like you said, man. I have a poodle.
Hmm.
It just depends on my situation at the time and how it go down or whatever.
That's right. That's right. I got little hunting dogs too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I got some Jack Terriers, like I told
So
you, the German hunting dogs, and
that hunting
they
dog
get
that you
down.
showed me earlier, that one you showed me earlier, that's the ones you talking about.
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, I
I
like
just
that joker. That look good.
Yeah, she just had a litter. That's a boy you seen, but I got a girl. My nephew got her, and her name is Jukebox, and she
Mm.
just had a litter today. She had her last puppy at I think it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock. She started having puppies around 11:30, 12 o'clock. She had 7 puppies. So
Mm.
we got some German hunting dogs. They be ready in a couple of weeks. So
So what?
everybody stay tuned.
So what they hunting? Deers, rabbits, raccoons,
Oh,
or
they go
what?
for whatever. Yeah, they can blood trail. If you know how to train them to blood trail, they track real good. They got good noses, so they can
Okay.
blood trail. If you wound the animal, you can't find it, put him on the blood. He gonna follow that all the way till he find that animal for you. Rabbits, coons, possums, deer, so they can work. They can work.
Hey,
It's better
we've
than
been using
having a girl.
we've been using the mollywows like that, lately. When
Yeah,
you going hunting and stuff, and you
yeah,
shoot that deer, whatever, and that
yeah.
joker go out there and go find it. It's like you ain't had to
Really?
train. You had to even train him. Just he already know what time it was.
Wow,
Go out there and
wow.
find it. Go out there and find it.
That's all
Pull it
right.
off that blood trail like you talking about.
Yeah,
Yep.
see, I like that. I like that. I like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, I like your dogs, man. Those two
Hey,
males that I
thank you,
saw.
man.
Yeah, they
Thank you,
nice
man.
looking. Hmm.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, man. But yeah, you got anything you want to leave the folks with before we get up out of here, brother?
Um,
Or anything you want to ask me about anything? Or
yeah, man. I like your podcast, like I told you. So I'm gonna continue to watch all the time. I always share your videos. I appreciate
appreciate
being
it, man.
able to talk with you. And I'm just looking forward to seeing what more that you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking forward to seeing more information on healing up dogs, nutrition, exercising, all those type of things. Because no matter what dog it is, whether it's a couch potato dog or a hunting dog, dogs need to go outside. They need to get some type of exercise. They need
Yeah,
nutrition. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So if share more things like that, man, I'm definitely all ears. Even though I might be older than you, like
Hey,
I said,
if you
I'll
ever have
listen.
something that we might need to get some information from you about some health
Right,
stuff and some different things, man, please don't hesitate to hit me up and be like, yo, let me talk about this particular subject, or let me talk about
right,
this subject, or whatever. Because
okay,
I ain't gonna lie, man, a lot of stuff. One thing about me, I'm always willing to learn. I love dogs, and I learn on
right,
the fly. Or a lot of things I might learn on the fly. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But hey, it just is what it is. I'm not when it comes to a dog, I'm willing to learn. Like one time
mm-hmm,
I was going take the class to be an assistant vet assistant or
mm,
whatever. Like that's the
mm-hmm,
type of stuff I like to do, man. Like it just I guess that's a gift from God, like for anybody who like animals and stuff like that. And you know,
that's
uh
right.
just follow your passion. And it's like I'm never working when I'm dealing with dogs. Even though when I take a dog out the train, I'm lying. I'm lying, but I'm not. When I take a dog out the train, I'm busting my ass, and sometimes I'll be like, man, this shit getting hectic. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
But
Yes, sir.
but they say when you love what you're doing, it's never work. So I'm
That's
blessed
right.
to be doing what I love to make my living or whatever. Uh, you
Right.
know, um, and I just like doing it, man. It's like something the dogs do for me. It don't even got to be my dog. You know what I'm saying? I was training
Yes.
my this nice couple I met. I was training their dog not too long
Mm-hmm.
ago. The dog Ace, and it's like even though that's not my dog, when we get commands right, when we take this hard, we take all week long to work on this command, and we've been effing up all week long, but we finally got it right on Saturday and Sunday. It's just the feel of success, like
Right.
we making it happen. Let's make it happen.
Right.
You ain't,
Right.
the hard work will pay off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It ain't, that's why I always say to my brothers that do the training and stuff, don't get discouraged. Just remember it take repetition, man. None of these dogs know how to do that stuff that they know how to do without teaching them. You know what I'm saying? You got to teach them.
Yep.
Like my dogs, anybody dogs. I don't care if it's Caesar, the dog whisperer, or Marlon with the Dark Dynasty with the Hulk dog, or whoever doing their training. Anybody. The dogs don't learn that from the start, and brothers have to put that in their head over and over and over and over and over and
Right.
over again. You know, and then
Right.
it look good on the camera. Once we get it to the point where it's looking good on camera, we done did it 20,000 times already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now it look good on the
Right.
camera, and to you it might look like it's easy, but man, you show the nights and the days that we done put in work, getting it wrong, getting mad at the dog. Man, come here, you know, just being human with the
Right.
dog, and one
That's
that
right.
you know, is you wasting your time, and man, and
Yeah.
man, when that dog get ready to work, and he understands that you want him to do things. You know,
Right.
you can see the dog. Like every time I tell my dog, I say, let's go outside. She know the word outside. I can say
Yeah.
a few things. I can say there's a few things and she won't react to it. I said,
Right.
let's go outside. I said, go outside.
Boom.
Her
She
tail
ready.
start wagging, boy. Her tail start wagging.
Yeah.
She come over here messing with me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's just that feeling, man. And just know that the dog loves you and they
Right.
want to do whatever you want them to do. You know what I'm saying? They want,
Mhm.
you know. So
Yeah.
that's why.
That's therapy, man. It's therapy.
Yes, sir. It be
Therapy.
therapy with me, man. I can
Yeah,
have a
man.
bad day at work, a bad day
Yep.
at work, a bad day at my old lady, a bad
Yep.
day with anything, man. The dog situation is just. I was telling my mama that earlier because she had high blood pressure. I said, man, you better
Right.
get you one of these Malinois. You know, it don't help your high blood pressure as far as your eating wise. Say you can't eat salt or this or that, but if it's not coming from your eating and it's coming from maybe your stress or maybe something else or this or that. Oh man, it's proven fact that them dogs help stress. You know,
Yeah.
stress reliever, stress
So it's gonna
reliever.
get you. It's gonna get you out. It's gonna get you out
Yeah.
outside. You're gonna get to moving around.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna walk a lot more. You're gonna get that sunshine. You're gonna be getting your heart rate up, taking more
Yep.
footsteps. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just walking the dog. That's
Yep.
therapeutic. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And that's a good message, man. Because I'm not against people breeding dogs. I love dogs. I think people should breed because if we didn't have them in the world, man, the world would be a different place without dogs. I really believe that. But I'm against people, like you say all the time, man. They ain't doing the right thing by the dogs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what I'm against. I'm not against people breeding, because when I'm gone, people still gonna have dogs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Dogs still gonna be here. So if we could just honor the dogs by doing right by the dogs, because they give us so much. You know what I'm saying? They give us so much. So just appreciate them and do right by them. Get out, let them go outside. You know, let's socialize them. Let's, train them right. Let's feed them right, and let's share that information with other people that like dogs. We ain't got to be so hostile towards one another, whether we got different breeds or not. Cause I love dogs, all breeds of dogs.
Yeah.
I ain't never see a dog I didn't like. I just never did. I
Yeah.
might not
Me
want
either.
that for my own dog. I might not want them for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
but I didn't say, oh, I don't like that dog. Like I
Yeah.
never seen a dog I didn't like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
That's how I am.
if we just, you know what I mean, if we could just take it down a notch. Everybody just look at, why do I own a dog? Why am I breeding a dog? Right?
Yeah.
These questions people need to ask themselves, because if it's just about the money, man, a lot of people ain't making what they think, what they acting like they making. It's a lie. I've been breeding a long time. A lot of people be hummer stunting, man. They ain't making what they acting like they make. You know what I'm saying? So if it's
Yeah.
about the money, man, if I had to live off dogs, I'm 260 pounds. If I had to live off dogs, I'd starve. I would.
Hey,
I
I
would
feel you on
starve.
that,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? So, we got to keep in mind what we breeding for, what we having these dogs for. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
That's what I would like to let people, just with a question. What do you have a dog for? Why? That's the question I like people to answer.
Y'all hear that, my brothers and sisters down in the chat? You ask yourself, why do you have your dog for? What purpose did your dog serve for you? Why you got that dog? You heard what the brother said.
Exactly.
Drop down in the
Exactly.
chat. Drop down in the chat what y'all brothers and sisters feel like. Why do you got that dog that you got? Why do you got Sam? Why do you got old Jimmy over there? Old Katie? Why you got them? Drop down in the chat, my brothers and sisters. And I appreciate y'all for rocking with us tonight, man. You want to leave the brothers and sisters out there with something? You want to close the show out tonight, man, or what? You
Me?
got something? You got something you want to leave them off with?
Man, just Just honor your dog, man. Honor your
Yes,
dog.
sir.
That's it. That's all I got to say. Honor your dog. Just keep them in high esteem. Honor them dogs, man, 'cause they ain't asked to be here. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. Yes,
Take
sir.
care
Yes,
of them.
sir.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Man, y'all
But I'm
have
gonna
a
be
good,
watching.
yes, sir. Y'all have a safe day, a legal day. And y'all remember, man. Y'all remember y'all heard it first. PBK9's Dog Talk and News. I'm in here with my boy Jasper. We talking about them dogs. We give it to you the best way we can. You know, like I say,
Hmm.
when you see this video, whether it's morning, daytime, or night, it just depends on what country and what continent brothers in when they watching the video or what time they watch it. You know, if you have any questions for the brother Jasper or me, just don't hesitate to hit me up. I can contact him or hit him up on what's your Instagram and everything, big homie.
Oh yeah, they can contact me on Jasper's Dogs on TikTok. Jasper's
Okay,
Dogs. Yeah.
okay. Hey, I gotta get
Yep.
me a TikTok, man. I gotta get me one. Everybody,
Yeah,
I see
man.
brothers rocking that TikTok, and I can't.
Yeah.
You know, right now TikTok and me is like how this say if a brother been in prison for the last 30 years, and you just came out and try to use an iPhone, even though they got
Yeah.
phones in there, even though they got phones in there
Right.
or whatever. But you just came
Right.
straight out, never seen an iPhone, and just come out try to use the iPhone. That's how I am with TikTok right now, man. I
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm computer literate. I know how to work all these other programs. I never went
Right.
on TikTok. I downloaded the app one time. I never went on it.
Right.
So when I get on it, I'm like, what I need to do? Can I get paid? How many times I need to get this
Right.
view? What I need? I
Right.
don't know.
Right.
I
Right.
gotta sit down and study it
Right.
for a few minutes, man.
Yeah.
But I
You'll
gotta
get
get
it
on to
because
it.
you'll get it. You'll get it because
Yeah.
man, I'm not. You see this on here? This is real. I'm an old head, so and I got on there and I know how to use it. So if I could do
Yes,
it,
sir.
I'm sure you can do it. You'll figure it out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey,
That's right.
I ain't quite gray as that one, but I'm getting there, buddy.
I see it over here.
I can keep it out my hair. Like I ain't using no dye or nothing yet, but you know,
Right. Right.
I keep it out my hair, but my beard, boy, the longer it get, it's taking over.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It done went from salt and pepper to kind of just some salt right now with a little dash of pepper in it. I just keep it
Yo,
kind of short, you know.
let it. That's right. Let it shine, man. Let it
Yes,
shine.
sir. Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know
sir.
the dog, the puppies like it. When I hold puppies up, they all bite on my chin. They like it. So I'll be like, I'm
Yeah,
good with it for real.
yeah. Yes, sir,
But it's a
man. I
pleasure,
appreciate
pleasure, pleasure talking to you, man.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you rocking with me tonight, man. You got me
All
in here
righty,
crying, laughing, man. I appreciate you, my brother. And like I
no
say
doubt.
to the brothers and sisters in the chat, man, y'all have a safe, legal day and night.
That's right.
And we out, man. We out.